Blessed assurance, Jesus is mine. Oh, what a foretaste of glory divine, heir of salvation, purchased of God, born of his Spirit, washed in his blood. This is my story, this is my song, praising my Savior all the day long. My go-to song is Blessed Assurance, which is a hymn. It's an upbeat hymn. Many white folks know it, many black folks know it, so it crosses the line. I use the analogy of knives and forks and biscuits and gravy. Now, if you're from the South, see, a knife and a fork is used to cut meat and you eat meat. Mm-hmm. If you don't have a lot of meat, you make gravy. It has the flavor of meat, but it's a combination of other things, and you sop it. You dip your bread into it and you sop it. So, I contend that 20 years ago, church life was very knives and forks, meaning intellectual, meaty, and I did not grow up with that, but learned that. With the black folks, they like a lot of what I call gravy, because that's what we had. When we were growing up, the white folks ate the meat. We ate the gravy. Now, my mom, for instance, who grew up in the Baptist church and in the Congregational church, used to say, "Ervin, I like some meat with my gravy." So the churches that are growing now are the churches that are mixing the gravy with the meat. And so I've tried to be that bridge that brings cultures and even colors together rather than divided. It's always difficult because people care about, well, in this country and in the world, white is right. Mm-hmm. And black is, like we say, people say if they've had a bad day, they'll say a dark day. When God made good and evil, God made light and dark, and when he made light and dark, he said they both were good. Mm-hmm. But in our society, dark is not good. The biggest difficulty that I think people face now is the division in this country, which is both cultural and religious. It's out of that context that we have to learn what it means to live in harmony with others as well as in harmony with myself. Many people do not learn how to live in harmony with themselves. And so consequently, if I don't learn how to live with myself, how do I learn to live with somebody else? So it's out of that I think the church should best teach, and the church has the best opportunity to teach how to live here with each other. God is larger than me. I don't understand God fully. I understand some things about God, and I've been taught that. And so I see God in others. I see God in the worst. I have to admit, I also see the devil in the best. I look for God, though. The devil is going to make his way in.
What would you like your message to be? What would you like people to take away from your story?
that I live each day. I don't spend, I want to know about yesterday, but I don't spend my life in yesterday. I use the analogy that Jesus spoke of in the Lord's Prayer, give us this day our daily bread. For me, yesterday's bread is hard. I don't like eating hard bread. Tomorrow's bread is dough and hasn't been cooked. So I live today. And if I live today and enjoy the day that God has given me, if there's a tomorrow, I'll enjoy it then.
Is there anything else that you want to talk about?
No.